This is crazy. And I'm not talking about because the power is not back on. Georgia Power doing what Georgia Power doing. Again, Georgia Power doing what Georgia Power doing. Get out the road, baby. People act like they blind and stupid. Georgia Power doing what Georgia Power doing. Okay? So what? I'm not even talking about Georgia Power. I really am not. Again, this is fair warning. And I don't care. Just walks out. And I don't care. Yeah. Y'all saw that grease monkey right there. And I don't, because people like to get stupid. Anywho, I don't care what y'all think. I don't care what y'all say. I'm going to say what the Lord told me to say. Years ago, I was given this message. Years ago. If you go back on my Facebook page, let me turn this light off because I want y'all to feel what I'm talking about. Years ago, I was given this Facebook page. I'll turn it back on for a second. This message. Years ago, a few years back. If you go on my Facebook page, you will see and hear that the Lord told me to share with Waycross. And I wasn't the only one that the Lord said to share with Waycross. I wasn't the only one. Okay. The late, great Commissioner Norman E. Davis, he said it. The late, great prophetess Jackie Smalls. The late, great prophetess Betty Lewis. My wife. So it's not just me saying this. And many others have said this. It's just many others are afraid to keep saying it. Well, I'm not afraid to keep saying it. Period. I told y'all that the Lord said that Waycross will be in the beginning of birth pains. Because of what Waycross has allowed to go on in Waycross. Period. You know who you are. I don't know who you are. Christ didn't privy me to that detail of who you are. And frankly, I don't give two shits who you are. I don't want to know you, to be honest with you. But I know that the Lord is very angry. And I'm telling you straight up that the Lord had something to do with sending this storm. I don't care what you say, what you do. You can run to your pastor. He can tell you all Maurice lying. He just want to be a preacher. Motherfuck that, because I don't. Okay? My church would never be full anyways because half of you niggas going to hell anyway. So I don't like preaching to a bunch of dead people. People that don't want to know the truth. Exactly. And I already got one pastor, my wife, so we're going to stick with her. But I will say what thus saith the Lord and don't give a damn who fellas I ruffle. Okay? I'm 42 years old, soon to be 43 if the Lord allow me to live. All right? So I stopped caring in my early 30s about what a motherfucker thought about me. Okay? I only got a few more years left on this here planet Earth. Okay? I don't want to stand before the great I am. And he say, why didn't you warn the people? Because I was too scared. I was too scared I was going to lose my member lip. I was too scared that I was going to, it wasn't no money going to come into that dang on, Jesus says that he is your provider. He is your Jehovah Jireh. Okay? So man has not provided me with doo-doo. The Lord is the one, Jesus Christ is the one that helped me get my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, and soon to be my degree from AI in Orlando, the Film Institute. So ain't no man help me. All right. Let's go and put that right there. All right. So it ain't man I'm trying to please. It's God that I want to see. And I don't want to see him in passing. I want to see him in all his glory. I want to hear him say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. So, in saying all that, let me tell you this. If you go back on my Facebook page and go through some of my videos, you will see a couple of years ago, I said this was deep. And I told you that it was going to get worse and worse and worse. Because these are the beginning of birth pains. Period. It's just like a woman in labor. Okay? It's just like when a woman is having a baby and she is having contractions. Okay? Them pains get worse and worse and worse until that baby is birthed. Period. So I'm letting y'all know, oh, baby, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. And if you think that the Lord did not send Waycross the tail end of Hurricane, what's her name, Helene, whatever her name is. If you think God did not send Waycross the tail end of her, y'all got to be more of a fool than what I thought you were. Because I have been living in Waycross since 2008. Now, I don't know what happened before then, but I have been living in Waycross since 2008. And I have never been through into outer darkness in Waycross. I have never.
I've been here my whole life and I've never.
Say it again, Carol.
I've been here my whole life and I've never seen anything like this.
Never. Waycross was through into outer darkness for a reason. God is trying to wake somebody up before he send the real McCoy.
Come on,
now, y'all can think it's a joke. Just keep on laughing and kicking and cockeying and shit. I don't care.
They laughed at Noah.
Thank you. I was just going to say you laughed at, well, I mean, if y'all laughing now, you must laugh at Noah. You laughed at Noah because you part of that laughing crew. You laughed at Jesus Christ. You laughed at him. And I know you're going to laugh at me, but you know what makes y'all a fool, some of y'all? You see things happening, what people say, and you still stupid enough to believe that they lying. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not upset. I'm not scared because Waycross been through now. Hey, I'm at peace with it. I swear to God. My family is fed. We in the AC. My son wants to camp out in the truck, which I'm getting tired of that one. But he wants to camp out in the truck. Hey, we in the AC. He's eating. My wife is eating. We good. We good. I thank God for that. Period. I drove around almost all early yesterday morning, looking for a gas station and couldn't find one. I drove the whole way across and couldn't see anything. I said, Lord, I need your help. And sure enough, the Friendly Express was open. I gassed up my truck. Guess what? We on a full tank. Well, almost a full tank. We just under the little F because we had to camp out last night. Guess what? We got food. We got drink. We good. My family is safe. Could you bring your black, white, whatever ass you got up here? Well, let the Lord say yes. Real soon, I promise. But anywho, people, niggas, they like to act stupid when a catastrophe. That's the time you're gonna get your ass handed to you. Now, but I'm not on that. I just threw that out there. Now, all I'm saying is this. I said, through Jesus Christ, the Lord gave me this years ago to talk about, that there is a storm that's going to hit Waycross, and it's going to mess Waycross up. But before the actual storm hit, God is going to send you warnings. But each warning is going to get worse and worse until the actual one hits. So you can think that it's still a game. But what I want you to do is I'm going to turn this light off on my phone. And just on my street, we are in outer darkness. On my street, the street over, the street next from that one, and the street next from that one is in outer darkness. In town, a lot of places in town, outer darkness. If where you live at is still in outer darkness tomorrow, do yourself a favor. Before I show you this, do yourself a favor. Go outside. It's a cool night. I thank God for that. Go outside. Close your eyes and picture yourself walking through hell. And picture all type of demons, all type of things grabbing at you, biting you, cutting you, laughing at you. I don't want to picture myself doing that. I have. That's why I don't want to go there. Okay. I have. See, I'm not as arrogant as some of y'all. Hey, you picture yourself. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. Shut up. And you know what? You don't have to put yourself there. That's why you're going there. Now, me and my wife, we stood right out here. You all right? We stood right out here just a few minutes ago. And we closed our eyes. I said, Carolyn, can you feel that? I said, you can almost feel the darkness in Waycross. You can almost feel this. The evilness that has, my God. There is an episode. I love the Twilight Zone, the one that was written and directed in many parts by Rod Serling. There's an episode where it talks about outer darkness. They was getting ready to kill someone, murder someone, you might as well say, taking him to be hung. Okay. And that whole town was through in outer darkness. And they was made to suffer like that forever. They never saw light again. People, for some of y'all, when that storm hit Waycross for real, some of y'all, God gonna slap into outer darkness. And you gonna be made to stay there for all eternity. God is tired of talking to you, Waycross. He's tired of y'all hiring people that ain't, excuse me. Well, no, ain't no excuse me. I say what I want to say. He tired of y'all hiring people that ain't shit. He tired of y'all electing officials that ain't shit. He tired of y'all squeezing money out of the damn taxpayers just to go pay off somebody that y'all don't want talking. Huh? Come on. He tired of y'all's covering up murders. Huh? He tired of y'all doing things that you ain't got no bit. And the same shit that I say on here, I'll tell you to your damn face. If you know me, you know I don't give two shits from a dinosaur and from a buckshot shotgun. Period. I don't care. I've never cared and I never will care. Period. I said it and I meant it because God told me to say it. Period. He tired of y'all. And I'm not talking about all of the people in Waycross. Not what I'm saying. So don't get it twisted, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you know who you are and you will not get it together. You done covered up child molestations. Uh-oh. Come on. That's why we in darkness. This is how God seeing Waycross right now. Let me turn this light off. Now I'm outside and you can't see nothing. You can stay right there, baby. Now, I know you can't see it, but I just turned my phone to my right. Now I'm turning to my left. I know you can't see it, But this is nothing but pure dark. I don't know if you can see the stars. There's a star up in the heavens. You can't even hardly see the stars. But those stars are the only light. I mean, Waycross is in outer dark. This is how God's viewing you right now, Waycross. This is how God is viewing you. I know I'm right about it. I know what the Lord told me to say, and I'm going to say it. That's my house, but. And let me tell you something. You see that little light right there that's coming out of my home? Let me share something with you. Some of y'all still got this little light of mine. It's in you. It's in you. Let it shine. Let it shine. Tell the devil to his face. Let it shine. Don't be afraid of the truth, people. Don't be afraid of the truth. Listen, I'm not afraid to die for truth. I believe it was Paul that said to die is to gain. I'm ready. There's a lot of people don't like what I say. I don't care. Like, I don't mess with munging because see, I don't care if you don't mess with me. So what? So what? This is my life, not yours. I've never been a coward and I never will be a coward. But that light to my house that I'm pointing at right now, some of y'all gonna be left with this while others' houses will be destroyed. You understand? Some of y'all gonna be left with just that little bit of light. Some of y'all gonna be left with lights on in your home when that storm hit, while others around you, their house is gonna be demolished. I'm very sad for the firefighter that was killed in Blackshear. Someone told me the firefighter was killed. Turn my light back on. Someone told me that a firefighter was killed in Blackshear. A firefighter was killed in Blackshear. I say rest in peace to that young warrior, that young soul. I pray, I hope, and I have to believe that before he closed his eyes in death, he made Christ his Lord and Savior. Christ is not taboo to me. Okay? When Jesus Christ was born, he was not born by the name taboo. His name is Jesus Christ. And contrary to you stupid preachers right here in Waycross, who's always trying to give God another name because you don't believe in J. Well, you just keep right on spewing your garbage. Because the outer darkness you will see. Okay. Now, the title of this video is all you got to do is look up. There's a reason for that. If you walk out of your home tomorrow, whoever view this video, if you walk out of your home tomorrow and every light is still off on your street, walk out and look up. Walk out and look up. That's all God wants Waycross to do, is to walk out and look up. That's all he wants you to do. Acknowledge him. Put him back as Lord and Savior in your life. The late great Norman Davis, Commissioner Davis used to say, Waycross used to be known as the way to the cross. But there's a certain type of evil that has rested here. And you know what, Commissioner Davis, you are right. Because when I came out of my house tonight, y'all, I felt an evil presence resting here in Waycross, Georgia. I had never felt nothing like this in my life. And it ain't because we threw in the outer darkness. It's like this darkness brought something evil with it. And it's not going to leave. My God, it's not going to leave until Waycross decides to go to get back on her knees and put God back where he rightfully belongs. He don't belong propping up your coffee table.
Mm.
He don't belong propping up your nightstand. He don't belong in the trunk of your car. He don't belong on your bookshelf, and you only take him off to read him only on Sunday. No, 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 no. He don't belong only when you want to feel like you want to take communion. No, 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 no. He belongs with you here in Waycross every single day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Every day, this is where he belongs. People used to run to Waycross from the storm. Now they're running from Waycross.
Come on now.
My God.
Come on now.
A man, we was reading the story about a young man who said that he just moved here from Texas. Just moved here from Texas. Just got here. Get out of his truck. Go in the house. The tree fall on his truck. My God.
He said because he was coming, he was sick of the tornadoes in Texas.
Go ahead, say it.
He said he was sick of the tornadoes in Texas.
My God.
So he came here.
Sir, this is not the place you want to be. This is not the place you want to be. I'm just one voice crying out in the wilderness. That's all I am. I ain't nobody. I don't have no huge following. I don't have anything. I'm just one voice. But so was Noah. So was Moses. So was Joseph. So was David. So was Elijah. So was Elisha. So was Joshua. We're all one voice.
Come on now.
Crying out in the wilderness and asking you. Now, let me change that. Begging you to put Christ back where he rightfully belongs. All you need do, people, is go outside and look up. And the only light that you will see is from heaven. Jesus said, you know what's crazy? The same thing happened to the Egyptians. They was through in outer darkness. My God. They was through in outer darkness. For how long, babe? You remember?
But it was 7 days.
They was through in outer darkness for almost, if not, a week. They was through in outer darkness. Christ tried to get their attention. He tried to get their attention. Well, people got cars. They had lanterns back then too, fool. But what the hell can a car light do in a city that's been through and out of darkness?
Okay.
You can only light up so much in front of you. And that's it. You got to put the light back in your life if you want to shine. Waycross, I'm telling you, this is how Christ is viewing you. Pitch black, dark. Even if I shine my light down that road, you can't look. You can't see anything. Down this way, you can't see anything. And my light is on. You can't see anything. This is how God is viewing you, people. I don't care what y'all say. This is how God is viewing you. This is how God is viewing you. You got something to say, baby?
No, I was just thinking about how.
Say it.
I was thinking about how you just said, people talking about you got cars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yesterday morning we was driving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this headlights on. You had your brights on, but we still couldn't see and stuff of what was directly in front of us.
Exactly. Because I almost looking for thank you for bringing that up. I almost hit a damn tree that was laying out in the middle of the road with my bright lights on. I didn't see it till I was almost right up on it. Looking for a gas station here in Waycross. We went as far as the Blackshear. Patterson. Yeah, I mean Patterson. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We went as far as the Patterson. Nothing. But Waycross, God ain't playing with you. And some of you pastors know. Some of you good preachers know. Commissioner Simmons, I love you to death. You know. You know what I'm saying is right. You've been preaching it forever. Don't stop preaching it. Some of you good preachers know. Mosley, some of you good preachers know. What I'm saying is truth. Don't deny it. Don't deny truth. Don't deny truth. Some of you good preachers know that that the time for Waycross to change is coming to a close. Waycross, God gonna flatten you. He gonna flatten you. My God, I'm telling you right now, he's showing you mercy. He's showing you mercy. Because he could have let that whole hurricane come through here. We got some of the tailwind. You can't tell me we didn't. I'm talking about our attic door.
Yeah.
That ain't never happened in this house.
Just from
But the Lord told me, as he told my wife, well, he gave us the peace. Peace be still. 1,000 will fall at thy, and 10,000 at thy, but it shall not come near thee. I had that peace. And I heard him say, not audibly, it's in me, but I heard him say, I'm trying to shake Waycross awake. Because I can't wake her up by just talking to her. My God. Wow. I just felt down. I ain't gonna lie to you about that one. Got me a little break on that. I moved, Lord, get a chill on. I ain't bullshitting you, boy. I just felt down, boy. I just felt down, boy, for real, for real. I heard the Lord say, I cannot wake up Waycross anymore by just talking to her. As you would when you try to talk to someone, when you try to talk to a child and let them know it's time to get up. Now I got to shake her. I got to shake her because she on her deathbed. And I'm trying to breathe new life, my God, into Waycross again. But if she does not heed my warnings, if she does not wake up now that I'm shaking her, I have no other choice but to let her go. And when the Lord let you go Waycross, my God, you're going to see more you're going to see more tragedies, more travesties, more homes, more businesses being destroyed. If you a business and you want to come to Waycross, if you hear this message, don't come here. Don't come here. Don't come here. I'm telling you, you're going to be pissed off. Don't come here. That young man that just moved from Texas, I know he wish he never came here. Don't come here. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Because God finna knock the breath out of you, Waycross. Now, I said what I had to say. I said what the Lord told me to say. If any mistakes that were made, they're only coming from me. But I am not a liar. And I dare not lie on thus saith the Lord God. If I told a lie, then why are you seeing? If you go back to the videos that the Lord had me to pull up on Facebook, if you go back to them, you will hear me say this. I was the one through the power of the Holy Spirit that spoke that tornado, that small tornado that hit Kettle Creek. And there was a couple of people that heard it say, man, as soon as you said it, we went and there it was. That's just a warning. But you see how small that was? We didn't even know it hit. And Kettle Creek right down the road from us. We didn't even know it hit. I would have never known that it hit if I hadn't drove by. I said, Carolyn, what the hell happened to that church? You might well see over half of the roof was gone. Wasn't till we went to Walmart. That someone say, Maurice, I say, yeah. Man, I watched your video. I said, what video? I got many videos about you talking about. I said, man, the Lord told me to say that, man. Say, bro, because I went and got a newspaper. I got it packed up. So you lying. No, I'm not. Check the date and check the newspaper. You'll see. I'm telling y'all again, but you ain't got to believe me. Please don't believe me. You know me. I've always said this. Please don't believe me. Please don't, because some of y'all need to go. Tell me to get the hell out of here. Anyway, for real. Evil, man. Evil. But anyway, I gotta say, you don't have to believe me. Please don't believe me. But don't ever say I did not warn you. And I only do this for Christ, not for you. I'm here to warn you, but I'm doing this for Christ because he asked us to do this. And I'm not the only one he's asked to do this. It's just that some of y'all just scared as hell because you don't want to lose your membership. He's scaring us. Well, that's what you need, Waycross. You need to be scared. Because Satan playing for keeps, brother, sister. You need to be scared. You need to be scared. Get back on your knees and put Christ back where he belongs. I didn't know anything. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, and I'm done with it. It's kind of funny. I didn't know anything about Waycross. I knew about Hoboken because my grandmama lives there. But I knew jack doo-doo about Waycross. It was only when I got to Waycross that I asked around, why they call this Waycross? Nobody could give me a definite answer until I heard Commissioner Davis say that Waycross was known as the way to the cross. That made total sense to me. That made total sense to me. Because from what I hear, even from my wife, Waycross used to be a blessed city. Things used to flourish here. People would migrate here. I mean, if there ever a storm went anywhere, they came straight to Waycross. Now look at you, Waycross. Baby, please wake up. God trying to shake y'all away. Please wake up. Don't let God get worse. Don't let his wrath get worse. Please, I'm begging y'all. Take a look around you, people. Take a look around you. I've never seen this in no city I've ever lived in. I've never seen this. God is trying to talk to you once again. You got something to say? Something to say?
Yeah, I was just sitting up. Go ahead. I was just sitting up here thinking, and as Maurice has said from his previous videos about, he's been giving warnings, and like I say, he wasn't the very first person to say this because I've been hearing this before I even met Maurice. My cousin Jackie would always talk about a storm was coming.
What she would say?
She would say,
I've heard her say it, but yeah. I want to hear from you.
She would say, there's a storm that's coming that's going to tear Waycross up. She said, I won't be here to see it. She said, but there's a storm coming. And she would always say that as long as I'm here, they ain't got to worry about it. She said, but when I leave, that storm coming.
People, and I'm not saying this. Let me say it one more time. I'm not saying this because my spiritual mother, the late great prophetess Mama Jackie, said it. But as soon as Carolyn and myself and some other people leave Waycross, y'all gonna get hit, bro. Y'all gonna get hit. Some of us gonna have to go to the very beginning of what Waycross city limit starts. Get out your car and shake the dust from your very feet.
Lord help us.
Because there's only a testimony against the evil That is it. I was told to do this.
That's right.
When you leave,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I was told.
Shake
The dust from your feet. And I'm going to tell you something, I'm not a Bible person. I believe in my Jesus Christ, but I'm not a preacher. I don't get in depth. I listen to my wife. I listen to what thus saith the Lord. So I'm not making this up. This is what I was told. Period. A lot of y'all don't know I used to be a Muslim. A lot of y'all don't know that. Period. I'll write about it one day. So I didn't too much believe in Jesus. I had a knowledge of him. I guess that's what I want to say. But believe me or not, as dirty as a piece of dog shit that I was, and yeah, I said that, as dirty as a piece of dog shit that I was, you know who brought me to Christ totally? My wife. I used to run around on my wife. See, this all in the book, so you're gonna read about it. I used to run around on my wife. Period. Didn't care. And she loved me irregardless. And I used to wonder what the hell is wrong with her. But you can't stop God when he's in you.
That's right.
She, my wife, calmed my happy ass right on down. Period. So I'm not making this. I haven't been in this forever. I didn't really get saved to 2014. And I was still going back and forth then, be honest with you. But I'm just letting you know. Some Waycross is being preserved because God still got some people right here. But once these key people either go on vacation, my God, or leave permanently, either through death or move to another city, or just simply go on vacation for a few days, watch and see. Don't that tornado or that hurricane or whatever storm that God decides to bring, it's going to rip you apart, Waycross.
I want Waycross to think about one thing. Think about the videos that Maurice had put up. Think about what he
said. Go back and look at them.
And think
and
about
stop talking about all the language. Damn all that.
Right.
That's how I talk. Damn all that.
Get the message.
Apparently, I'm not lying.
Get the message.
Exactly.
But I want you to think about one thing. Every single storm that has hit, hurricane, whatever, everybody flocked to Waycross. Schools opened up. There were shelters. This time around, where was there to go? There's nowhere in Waycross to go. Absolutely nowhere.
What's up, young man?
People from Waycross got to leave and go to other places trying to find food, gas, whatever the case may be. There's no stores open.
People up there fighting at the Friendly Express.
And the one store that was open has closed.
Yep. You heard about that up there, right? At Friendly Express, they fighting up there?
So think about that and think about how God is trying to get your attention.
I think they closed now, though.
This is the worst that it's ever been because there's nowhere in Waycross to go. This is not a city of refuge this time.
Nope. Think about that, Waycross. Think about that now.
It's not a city of refuge.
Think about that, Waycross. Think about that.
As David says, and I'm done with it. As Maurice said in the
you know what Waycross used to rhyme with? Red Cross. Think about it. Red Cross is a symbol of refuge. As you said, it's not that no more.
Exactly.
It's not here.
The title of this video is all you got to do is look up.
Yep. Say it. David
says in Psalms 121, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills from which cometh my help.
Yep.
Waycross, that's what you need to do. Look up to the hills from whence cometh your help.
All right, Waycross. That's what the Lord have for us to say. And we said it. Whether you like it or not, I don't care. We said it. Good night.